going back to Ukraine, could you talk about the implications of the grains issue that's heightening in Ukraine as the president of Ukraine talked to the AU about it, the African Union about it, and also the repercussions of what happened in Texas on a national security front when it comes to basically calling President Biden the acting president?
I'm going to come back to you on the second one because I'm not completely sure I understand the question. But on the first one, let me just do the grain one first. We've talked about this before. President Putin is, no kidding, weaponizing food. Let's just call it what it is. He's weaponizing food. He's got an essential blockade there in the Black Sea so that nothing can leave by sea, and that's, of course, how Ukraine has historically gotten its grain to markets. And so the president's working with leaders around the world to see if there's other overland ways we can do that. And he's exploring a range of options. He's keeping an open mind about how that would look. And there's lots of other of our partners, particularly in Europe, who also want to see that done. So there's a lot of work being done here. But as I said, I think the other day, last week, we know time is not on our side. I mean, this grain is a perishable commodity, so we want to get it out as fast as we can.
Yeah. And on the second question, on the national security front, especially as we're seeing what's happening with the January 6th committee, what does it do on the national security front for Texas to make those strong statements about the 2020 election?
On the national security front, I mean, look, the president is the democratically elected commander-in-chief of this country. And the men and women who serve in uniform understand that. And with the exception of what looks like a small number of Texas legislatures, the American people recognize that. He has the authority, he has the power, he has the responsibility to defend this country. And the things that we're talking about today, whether it's landmine use or grain shipments or assisting Ukraine, is all about our national security, and the president is charged with preserving and maintaining that national security. And it, again, with the exception of a small number of folks there in Texas, the American people recognize that and understand that.